Alright, so I've been focusing on cleaning up a couple things that I have, honest to God, missed. Such as this Golden Beetle right here. And there's, I think, one or two more that I've missed for the point that I am. So we will grab a couple of those. I am planning on finishing massed correspondence and doing the other quest that is tied to the Masquerade Hall. Then probably nab a couple more Seeker's tokens and get ourselves ready to head to Battahl. So I will be back in a few moments. Alright, and we have located the other Golden Beetle that I was sure that I had grabbed. It'll be right here on the map. I feel like an idiot, but that secures that. And then I just want to triple check on a Seeker's token that I swear I got, but I don't remember. So bear with me and we'll be back in a few moments. Alright, so the room that you bust open with the trebuchet in the ancient battleground,
Look here.
somehow I forgot about this. There is a Seeker's token in here, and I had come in here and gotten the Wakestone shard, but forgotten that one. So that cleans up the ones that I was questioning. Now we'll go back to Vernworth and focus on the actual quests. Alright, we're going to return to Sven here and finish up mass correspondence. Then I know there is a quest I can get from Wilhelmina, and I know there's a quest in the Masquerade Hall, and there is one quest I've been saving. So let's talk to Sven here real quick.
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this. I have a great deal yet to...
Alright, so Sven does not have his next quest yet. What I am going to do is wait until nighttime and enter the Masquerade Hall to knock that one out real quick. Then we will go visit Wilhelmina and see if we can't start her quest, or if I've pushed the game too far and have started the Phantom Ox cart. Then, after that, we'll get the quest for the Dullahan. So, bear with me, and we will be back in a moment. Alright, doing preemptive recording in case I am approached by someone to talk to Sven yet again. I am going to go through the town center, just as a precaution, and if not, then so be it.
Over here. Someone talked about this.
We shall remain here.
Alright, it is nighttime, and we are going to make our way to the Masquerade Hall. And hopefully enough time has passed that I can trigger this next quest. If not, then so be it.
I regret to inform you that there is no mask.
Ah, so it looks like it does not trigger until after you do Feast of Deception. That is good to know. So, in that case, we will actually go visit Wilhelmina, and the best part about this is that there is a chest in her room that has flowers, and we're going to use those to raise her affinity, wait a little bit, and start her quest if I am able to. If not, then that tells me everything I need to know. And this is a learning experience for me, just to see how the game stages work. So, you will have to bear with me, and I apologize that I am misremembering some things. Anyway, let me just grab these, give them to Wilhelmina, and we'll see what happens.
Should you wish to welcome. Not just now, promising.
Alright. So I will be back after I have rested at least 2 days and see if Wilhelmina is ready to divulge some information to me. I'll see you all in a few moments. If I remember correctly, one of these characters mentioned something that doesn't come up again, so let's see if I can pry it out of them.
I fear I'm not useful to share. Time was, you scarce saw any bistros here in Vernworth, but that's changed in recent years. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favours the beastren. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastren parent. Though I suppose it might be possible, but 'tis unheard of. If we keep mixing, someday our kingdom will end up with more beastrens than they've got all in Battahl. You are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
My sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Or so I'd sworn. But I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do, save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath.
Alright, we got Wilhelmina's quest to trigger, and my goodness, it is on a time crunch, and I know where some of the evidence is. I just forget the correct
Minister
sequence
Allard is a
to
note.
do things.
Do we know
So,
of anyone privy to the
The
goings-on
first
in the
thing
place?
that you truthfully want
Difficult
to do
choice, indeed.
is head towards the barber shop. There is a house not too far off that has some of the evidence. After that, I believe there is a certain sequence to it, and I'm going to do my darndest to remember. It's been a while since I've done this quest, so bear with me. I don't believe it's this house, but I believe it's the one up on the same level as the barbershop. So it should be this one, where you will happen across the bribery investigation findings.
That's one piece of evidence.
And the quest item states that it is a record of the bribes Allard doled out to attain his current station. Should this information come to light, his loss of standing is all but certain.
Evidence in hand.
So,
We might search for more if you are so inclined.
if I remember correctly,
As you say.
we can go talk to Sir Patrick, and he will... What's the word I'm looking for? He will come up with a reason to have Allard leave his mansion, which allows you to get some more evidence. So, let's do that real quick and see if I'm correct. If I can find Sir Patrick, or if I have to talk to Sven for it.
You can't just wander in. Oh there.
And something's telling me that I'm going to have to talk to Sven first. So I will be back in a moment when I have gotten back up there.
My sculptures, have you?
So, running past Clark, I forgot this quest activates. We will not worry about it until after Feast of Deception, though.
Oh, to think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Battahl. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Shall we seek some answers?
Alright, so we'll continue on to Sven, and I will see you all when I reach him, hopefully uninterrupted this time.
There's naught to be done. I only hope.
But you are the Arisen, are you not?
I just had to say something. We're getting close to the point where we are going to Battahl, so we're getting all of the quests that end up sending us there. So, let's go through this one.
Captain Brant bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, it is a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brant is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Ser Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Ser Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
Alright, now let's make our way into the castle and talk to Sven. Although he may also give me another quest that benefits by going to Battahl. So let's see what happens here, shall we?
You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. But of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue. Pray, call upon Patrick at his...
Alright, now we can go to Sir Patrick's manor, and then he will call Allard out so we may get the other piece of evidence to finish this quest. I will be back in a moment when we have rested until night and have talked to Sir Patrick.
Allard, long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
Let me get that.
Alright, now we just have to make our way up to Allard's manor and, you know, make sure we don't get seen as he gets escorted away. Then go inside and go upstairs. If I remember correctly, should be right there.
Perhaps this will serve as evidence.
So now, what we actually want to do is go to Captain Brant. Not for Feast of Deception, but to see if he can help us out a little with this situation before we do something we may regret. So, once we get over there, we will turn in the bribery report to him first, and then we will turn in the murder report. So, there is a certain sequence to this. Doing it incorrectly will goof the game up, and make it so that Wilhelmina gets arrested and you don't get the full reward. So, we are doing our best to avoid that. Of course, there's also another bad outcome where you can, for some reason, inform Allard of the plot. But I digress. Let's talk to Brant here.
There is much we ought to tend to. If to think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing, under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence we seek? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter, though they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily. Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. Interesting. So Allard has been leveraging his position to line his pockets. right under the Queen Regent's nose. I doubt she will be happy to learn of this. Yes, this should be more than enough to disgrace him. However, 'tis not enough for me to condone his assassination, of course. If your intent is not to kill him, but merely denounce him, then I will gladly assist you however I can. I see. Perhaps that would be best. Enlisting the aid of Regent King Sven may shine light on aught we've overlooked. There is much we ought to tend to.
Mayhap. Regent King Sven's assistance would grant us some beneficial information.
This is a memorandum of Allard's. According to this, afore attaining his current status, he was in the employ of a merchant, and in order to claim the merchant's property as his own, he murdered the man and his wife, staging it as an accident. 'Tis a grave affair indeed. Should this article prove genuine, I have every faith 'twould be sufficient to condemn him for all time. The deed was monstrous, and yet, considering my position, I am afraid I cannot condone the man's assassination. I know not the path I should follow. What is your intent going forward, Your Majesty? Very well. I will place my faith in you, Your Majesty. However, know that should he be assassinated, I cannot offer you my aid. Now, pray bear the evidence you've discovered to the Myrmecolian. I will do everything in my power to assist you.
So the captain is willing to aid you only if you do not stain your hands in blood. I hope you shan't disappoint him.
Alright,
Right you
so
are.
now we have to turn the evidence into Wilhelmina. And again, this does have a bit of an order. You definitely want to do the same thing with her. And give her the bribery and then the murder. And, yeah. Otherwise, she will, unfortunately, get arrested. And we're trying to avoid that. We want to complete this quest to the absolute best of our ability and get the best reward. And even if you're not trying to romance her, I do think that this offers the best reward. Everything else pales in comparison. So, let's go back to Wilhelmina and give her the evidence. Or, where the heck is she? Mayhap I have to wait until the morning. Well, give me a moment to rest and we'll be right back.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end.
So, there are two choices here. If you continue to offer your aid, you potentially can romance Wilhelmina. If you do not, she will get arrested, and I think it is technically a better reward, but just for the sake of this, we're going to continue offering our aid, just to see it through.
You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you're hanged for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice. Wilhelmina. But why? Why would you?
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master. Let us quit this place.
I was afraid I might find you here. I cannot believe you would stoop to such... No. This is not the time. You will be able to slip out the rear entrance. Follow me, and quickly.
That was certainly well handled. I suppose I ought not to have expected any less. Pray, visit me at the Myrmicolion tomorrow evening. I'll prepare aught by way of thanks. Till then, be well.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I cannot believe it. You killed Allard. You realize this could jeopardize our plans for your ascension. I will do what I can to obscure your involvement in this matter. However, bear in mind that you may have to shoulder the burden of your own heedlessness in future.
Alright, so we will rest and then go back in, visit Wilhelmina one last time to finish the quest.
We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. but I want to try. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my bordlery will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
And that concludes Wilhelmina's quest line. Now, we're going to pick up the Dullahan quest that I have been putting off intentionally so that I have a fighting chance against it.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
Right, just follow me.
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance? Aye, I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just afore Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you, you must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some.
Alright, so our next objective is going to be going all the way out to the Misty Marshes. And I will be back in a moment once I've reached there. And perhaps after we save Gregor, I will do some exploration around there and potentially grab a couple more Seeker's tokens. So, I will see you all when we've made our way out there. Alright, we have made our way towards the Misty Marshes. So, we're going to get in here. We're going to try and save Gregor. See if we can defeat a Dullahan yet. And maybe grab a couple Seeker's tokens.
'Tis weak to fire.
Alright, where are the wolves there distracting my pawns? Okay. Ow. Listen, you turd. Alright.
We've earned ourselves
So,
a pat on the back.
gonna be a lot of skeletons in here.
Serve us well.
A lot of specters. And a lot of stuff that I can miss. As is my nature. What the heck just hit me? Alright.
Turn out your pocket and take
So, where we want to go is the middle of the marshes. If you're coming from this side, it's relatively easy. You just hook a left and kind of follow up to the village. My goodness. But yeah, I remember the first time coming in here
Battahl is
and
best avoided.
seeing the Dullahan and everyone fighting it and wondering how the heck did I get out there? And yeah, took me a while and I got afraid that Gregor would not make it.
Beyond repair.
But over time, kind of learned the right path to go, which ironically is to the left and then up a hill. Still, I think this is one of the more challenging quests in the game, at least if you do it early enough, as soon as you can unlock it, I should say. You very much get overwhelmed by the Dullahan, and I know I still very much can, because I am, for some reason, wearing the gear that lets me do the masquerades and what will let me do the coronation. And Dullahan is technically a post-game common enemy. Anyway, on our way up there, we have ourselves Golden Beetle. That'll be situated right here in the Misty Marshes. I'm just gonna use that because I'm greedy. And yeah, just gotta get through some undead and make our way out there and see if we can handle the Dullahan that we're looking forward to. I wouldn't mind that extra, I think, 18,000 experience that it would offer.
This ladder is here for a reason.
What are you?
Alright. Undead and their high physical resistance here.
It is vital you remain level-headed.
I do kind of want to know the lore about this place, like what happened to it. I don't really think that there's any lore about this section of the game. Now that I'm thinking about it. My goodness, that's another dropped ball, at least to me. But hey, there's our Dullahan. We're to Gregor's aid. Let's see if we do anything to this. A little bit. Oh boy, oh boy. That's not what we want. Goodness, sorry about clearing this right there. Oof. Ow. This might be a little difficult. Huh. There goes that one. Ooh. I haven't fought this thing as a spear hand in so long. Ow. Oh my. Oh my goodness. I might actually die from this thing. That pawn can get off another friggin' meteor and we'll be great. This is one of my favorite enemies to fight with, the fighter. And honestly, I haven't fought one in so long because I haven't played the post game in a while. And my goodness, I forgot how strong they can be when you encounter them early enough.
The product.
Oh crap. I'm probably gonna get grabbed here. Yep, that's me. Or not. Okay. That barely did anything. Yes! Thank you for getting that spell off. My goodness.
You'll not live to regret it.
Alright.
I can hardly believe it. I fought a Dullahan and shall live to tell the tale. But, fie! I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive. But I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case. And when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. Oh, 'twill be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
The monster's left us a parting gift. I'll see
Yeah, that fight, I remember doing it at like
What might that be?
level 20, and that was rather painful. Now, oh yeah, right there. Goodness, I was gonna say, I swear to God, there's a Seeker's token right on this little island here of Illdoer's resting place. So we'll nab that real quick and nab what we can here.
I'll have to remember to tell my own.
But yeah, I very much remember the first time coming out here. Coming out to fight the Dullahan, I think I was level 20, and
I'd wager our merry band can handle
basically the
whatever
entire time I spent running away from it until it decided it wanted to leave.
Right
Because,
you are.
my goodness, that was painful. But we do have a couple more Seeker's tokens we can get while we're here, and I never noticed that part of the shrine is right there. That's actually really cool. I just gotta remember how to get down there safely. I want to say you kind of gotta go up and around. But yeah, and ever since then I've made sure I'm at least level 40 before I come out here and do that quest. I distinctly try to avoid it, unless I'm playing Sorcerer and I have Meteorin, which you saw absolutely destroyed that thing.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Now, I'm trying to remember. I think there is a... Okay, those are in there. Again,
we must focus on finding victory,
it's weird that
whatever our discomfort.
you have this entire section of the game that really isn't explained. The village, why it's destroyed, why there's just zombies here, what happened. And lore-wise, I find that kind of fascinating. You try to piece together it yourself, and unfortunately there is not much information out there. And I haven't run into any NPC dialogue that would help with determining that. And I don't know, for me that's frustrating. I would like to know those things. I want to know them. So, yeah, if anyone knows anything about this village that I have missed, please let me know. And Bane of Bones. I'm actually going to put that on my pawn instead of Almace, if only because I think it has slightly better knockdown. Yes, less damage, better knockdown. And really, I prefer knockdown in Dragon's Dogma too. Lets you get those critical hits off on monsters, and let's get up onto the roof here and get that Seeker's Token. So, right at the middle, up by the campfire, we'll find ourselves a Seeker's Token. We'll nab that. And incidentally, the first time that I played this game, and I came out here after running away from the Dullahan, I ended up going up this little pathway.
Private quarters of
and
one reason I served had many a visitor. And rarely.
Oh my goodness.
Each to their own.
It's where I ended up finding the Sphinx the first time. I'm just trying to triple check that I'm not missing anything. And chances are I am. There's a lot that you can miss in this game. And this area is a bit obnoxious and obtuse with the freaking water everywhere that you can fall into. Yeah, we'll climb back up and see if I can't make my way back down around there to get that chest. Because I think there's also a Seeker's Token out that way. But, yeah, I ended up going this way, and at that point, none of my friends had found the Sphinx. And I was like, oh, wow. So, trying to give them a hint where it was very interesting, and without spoiling it. So I ended up taking pictures from different perspectives and trying to point them in the right direction. It ended up being kind of funny because at least one of them was like, what the hell are you even talking about? Like, where are you pointing towards? What are you trying to show me? And then I had to be like, it's kind of in the northwest of Vernworth. But I definitely had some good experiences with this game, and can't really trade them for anything. I do believe... Heck yeah, getting more stuff to sell. Let's go up and deal with these harpies. I know there's a couple caves I can go to now. A couple caves I can go to that do have Seeker's Tokens in them. Just want to clean up this area. This might end up being a slightly longer episode as a bit of a cleanup. And do apologize about that. I try to keep it reasonable, but sometimes you just really can't. I'm looking. I'm thinking I might have to just bite the bullet and go back into the marsh. And try not to get put to sleep. No.
Not of a mind to fight today, Arisen?
Let us defer to the Arisen.
All these dang on harpies and venom harpies. And yeah, because this is where we got the one Seeker's Token that I could not remember how to do. So we'll end up going back into the marshes after we defeat some harpies here. Alright, put that onto my pawn real quick. Loop back down and around. We'll slide down this and
allow me to gather these up.
Go towards the path that we ignored last time. This will lead us into the Misty Marshes as well, and
my magics are
there should be a
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a
cave that has a Seeker's Token in it,
Shall I take us
and
there?
another cloak, I believe. It's been a little while since I've played, and I'm just trying to remember what I was doing. Life's been a bit busy, been focusing on Magic, the Gathering, and a couple other things, so...
Skeletons, there!
Hello. Huh. I didn't realize how much damage that increased to the skeletons. That's kind of cool, actually. It's just sad that there's these unique weapons that you have, like the Bane of Bones, that do extra damage to skeletons that really kind of get outclassed by other things. Although now that I'm thinking about it, you also have the factor of you don't really think about it to use them. And some of them actually end up being significantly better than they're given credit for. Like, Dragon's Flight, when you're playing Warrior, tends to actually be very worthwhile in using, just because of how much damage it does to Drakes and the Cursed Dragons. And yeah, I need to go back down this way. Ends up helping a lot, but we tend to overlook it because, ooh, let's add big number go up. And then I kind of like where you can see gear descriptions. Some of them have hints, like Mason scribed of a prayer for the dead to no rest, especially destructive against skeletal fiends. And I mean, I kind of like that. I just like the design of it. It casts... I'm keeping that in. A shield given to high-ranking soldiers of Vernworth, its crest shouts the wielder's allegiance over the din of battle and bolsters weary hearts. So, talking about lore, there's a lot that can be inferred from some items. There's a lot that isn't truly explained in this game, no matter you look at notes, you look at history. I think a really good example of that one is we go to quests. So, I've mentioned it before. Every completed quest has extra dialogue that does kind of fill things in. However, most people tend to overlook this, and I have had arguments that people say it doesn't matter. It should be explained directly to you. You shouldn't have to go back and read to get extra context. And I'm kind of on the edge with that one. Yes, things should be explained a little better, but they also should matter. Like, if you say something that's a part of the game that gives you context doesn't matter, then I don't get that train of thought. So we'll say, let me find one, just for the heck of it. Deesa's plot. So, there's not really all that much context with what Brant says to you, and with what you can read through the quest item. But once you get to it, it says that the evidence you uncovered in the Queen Regent's rooms reveal her correspondence with someone by the name of Phasis in the neighboring country of Battahl. You also learned that Deesa's own son, Regent King Sven, harbors suspicions of her misdeeds. So it's like a little recap, and sometimes they do add a little extra into it.
Push on.
But they really should have presented a lot more of it better, because I'm looking at the Misty Marshes like this. It's fascinating that you have this entire section that's taken over by undead and skeletons in general, and you have a Dullahan here, and if you come at night and you don't have the Dullahan press active, you fight a Lich. Like, what happened here? I want to know that. What caused this this village to disappear from the face of the map, you know? And I think there is a ogre in here, if I'm remembering correctly.
I am ready to attack, Master.
But yeah,
I be of assistance?
I really do wish a lot more was explained better. And It's just a shame to see how not all of it was really fleshed out.
You can count upon
Yep,
me
there's
to
the
return the
ogre.
favor.
No, let's shoot him in the butt.
You'll pull through.
Wait, that didn't hit? Interesting.
Be mindful. There are lead runs
Oh, okay. I got hit by a leap worm and couldn't freaking... Oh. What are my pawns doing? At least I have one pawn with me. That's all that really matters, I guess.
First and foremost,
Their attempt to touch up with the low.
Okay.
I think we can manage it.
No, we're not having any of that, sir. I could not see where that was because of the pawn, but okay. Oh my goodness. I will take that. Anyway, I don't think this is the cave that has the Seeker's token in it. I do think I have to go back up.
Here I was hoping for some great
Oh
treasure.
my goodness.
Now I feel a fool.
we cannot expect gleaming treasures wherever. Really now.
Eye Crusher, yes.
His folly.
The anti-Cyclops weapon. Because we really need help with those. But no, I do love the design of it. And let's see if it has any special text, just curiosity's sake. Oh my gosh, just go to equipment. A hammer designed to both bludgeon and claw, especially injurious to Cyclopean foes. Yeah, I really want to know more about this game. And more about the lore, and it's really, really hard to infer everything. Like, I've done a lot of digging on my own, and my goodness. And I'm also realizing this has added a lot of time onto the video, so I will say we're going to stop it right here and then pick up immediately with the next one. So, I want to thank you all for joining me. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye for now.